And if Bowles runs one and the new guy comes in.
What system?
That's the thing. That's exactly because maybe the next guy that comes in doesn't play the West Coast. Maybe he does he's the statue in the pocket. You don't know what kind of offense they're going to run. So why go out and get the guys that you may or may not? You're not going to win any more than 4 games this year if you're lucky.
Oh, the Jets are going to go 2-14 this season.
Good. I'm a
How
Jets
can
fan.
you say that's good though? You do realize that the locker room is going to be in shambles by October. Bowles is going to be gone by October.
Did you read the newspaper? He was throwing to the reporters on the sidelines. He was missing the guys on the field. The reporters were all making catches on the sidelines.
How the heck the reporters making catches?
That's a McCagnon failure. So how can you say that this team is going to rebound next year?
You don't know. That's why. Why spend all the money if you don't have to? If you're gonna, you know what? I'm going to lose. I'm going to save money doing it because if I bring my franchise quarterback in, now I know what I need to fill in. I can throw in a guy.
No matter what the Jets do, as long as McCagnon is GM, as long as Woody is owner, they won't have a franchise quarterback. McCagnon is 0 for 2 in terms of drafting quarterbacks. I have zero faith in his ability to draft quarterbacks.
Wait a minute. Bryce Petty, you were afraid they were going to beat the career out of him. You think they're going to tackle him 900 times a game? You're going to see a lot out of him lying on his back.
You're going to see nothing out of Petty. I agree with you. You're going to see nothing out of Hackenberg. You're going to see nothing out of McCown. The Jets have the worst roster in the NFL.
You don't want. Put it this way: if McCown's your starting quarterback, you're doomed.
I agree with you.
Let's say he wins 5 games, and now all of a sudden you're out of the running for the top quarterback.
There's no chance that the Jets win 5 games. 2-14. I'm telling you, 2-14. That's my prediction.
Well, from your lips to God's ears.
You always say that too.
This is what I can say about this whole situation with the cuts, though, is that obviously out of the cuts that have happened this offseason, these have hurt the most in terms of a fan base, but I think the thing we have to realize is maybe I don't really think we should have done this. I should say the Jets, actually. I really don't think they should have done that, especially with David Harris, a 10-year vet. He came in every day, did everything he needed to without a problem, never caused any problem.
That was a cruddy thing to do.
Yeah, that's just not fair at that point.
What else do you expect from the Jets? They treat their players like garbage.
One thing you got to realize is that, say if they really are that bad, get the first pick, whatever quarterback they say, whatever quarterback they're going to choose. The one thing you have to look at is that they're going to have money to spend. And
they had that 3 years ago, and McCagnon blew it. He mismanaged the cap.
McCagnon's allowed to make a mistake.
He's allowed to make a couple mistakes here and there, but this is sending the franchise back an awful lot, Kevin.
Like Idzik didn't? He blew, 18
Oh, don't
of
get
19
me started on
draft
John Idzik. Don't get me started on Idzik.
At least with McCagnon, at least you think, he's got a semblance of a plan.
What plan?
I don't know about that.
I agree with
Tell me what plan involves spending money on Beachum, McCown, and Claiborne and cutting Eric Decker and David Harris.
They're all Band-Aids on broken arms, but you have to do you're reset. You're going to reset for next year. You know
so
what?
Then if it's a Band-Aid, why would you sign Kelvin Beachum to a multi-year deal?
You still have to protect the guy that's back there.
He's injury prone. He's not going to play.
You don't know
he
that.
He had a horrible season last year.
Well, that was last year. He rehabbed. They got Giacomini when he was hurt, but he got 3 years out of him.
3 horrible years. That was a genius Idzik move.
He's a body. He's warm. He's standing upright.
So then let's bring back Wayne Hunter while we're at it.
No, what did we get for him? I forget. What did we get for him? I forget.
I think you ended up cutting him for absolutely nothing. How about Damian Woody? Could Damian Woody still play? Or hey, how about DeBrickashaw?
Actually, I think he tried with. He tried with the Cardinals last year, and he didn't make it.
And that's true too.
Yeah,
that's true.
All right, guys, have a good weekend. I gotta go.
You too, Kevin. Care. You're the best. All right, that was Kevin from Massapequa, and he's obviously a lot more optimistic about the Jets than I am.
Dom is a little bit optimistic. I mean, I think Dominic. The moves that they did were pretty, smart for the team. I think as an overall,
as hard as this is for the fan base, I think it's going to pay off eventually. I really do. I think he does have a plan, and I think it could work out for them.
And you know what?
But this is like years down the road, though.
Tell me what plan. The Jets don't know what direction they're going in.
Yeah,
they don't know. They're a ship without a captain. They drafted Christian Hackenberg in the 2nd round, and he failed. He's ending up trying to throw passes at reporters. Rich Cimini's got to get his gloves on.
But you know what I can relate this to? Because if you look at Victor Cruz, right? He was out for basically a whole season and a half, and then he comes back, has a decent first half of the season, and then second half he blows it, and then they don't re-sign him, they cut him.
That was the Giants, though. The Giants have a plan. The Giants were a playoff team.
I'm saying in terms of like young raw talent, they want to keep the raw talent instead of Victor Cruz, especially with that salary cap hit that they were going to reach this year.
Yeah, but they kind of did Victor Cruz dirty too. They didn't really throw to him in the second half.
That's true.
We do have a caller on the line. Caller, you are on Beyond the Game.
It's John from Freeport. Can you address Kaepernick and the Jets for me, please? I can't stay on the line right now.
All right. Colin Kaepernick to the Jets will never happen in a million years. If it does, I will not watch a single game that he's on the roster.
Really?
No chance. He's an un-American piece of garbage. He still hasn't claimed his free plane ticket to Cuba, by the way. I'm not kidding. If he wanted to, hit me up on Twitter, @RealJacobValk, and I will personally pay a one-way ticket for you for Cuba. First class. No chance. Kaepernick to the Jets. No chance.
He's giving that up, though, with all that protesting. You know what I mean?
There were rumors, though, of Kaepernick to the Jets. It's not coming out of absolute nowhere, but it'll never happen in a million years. We do have a caller on the line. Loving the callers today. Caller, you are on Beyond the Game.
Hi, this is Tom from Massapequa, and I was wondering, is there any chance Tebow might help this organization?
Can't do any worse. Why not?
Tebow!
Why not?
Tebow in time.
Tebow can take a break from the Mets.
Plus, he's already on a New York team. That's never going to happen.
Why not? At this point, if you're throwing away the season, why wouldn't you try to trot Tebow out there?
That was the best call of today.
And see what he could do.
Oh, my gosh.
That was awesome.
I know Joe Willie's a little old for the game, but Tebow still has a shot.
How about Sammy Baugh? Let's bring Sammy Baugh back from the New York Titans.
No one believes in Tebow, sir. I'm sorry. It's just not working out for him in the NFL. I mean, some of us do, but we're talking about GMs and coaches. I mean, it's just not a good fit for him to be placed in the NFL. He had one miracle season in Denver, but besides that, it was a downhill for him.
No, I was thinking of Tebow to help us secure the first-round pick and this way he would be good for the locker room. He's Christian. He has a strong belief in God and the Almighty, and that if we only win two out of 16 games, then we could get the pick. So he leads the locker room. He leads us to the draft. It's the answer.
There are worse ideas. If you're gonna throw this season away, which is what the Jets have done, it's not crazy. At this point, why not?
No, because again, what's the point of paying him? No matter, even if it's $800,000 for a year, whatever he'll take to join the Jets, there is no way that they would ever think of doing that. You're better off starting Bryce Petty. Petty's going to do the same thing as Tebow would do.
It's not going to happen, but I mean, again, if you're content with throwing away the season, why not, right? Why not? I mean, it's clear the Jets don't care about winning. It's clear they don't care about having a winning culture. Woody Johnson would rather be in the United Kingdom. Mike McCagnon doesn't know what in the world he's doing in terms of scouting prospects. Todd Bowles is the worst coach in the NFL. The Jets have no plan. They have no direction. They have no future. They're done. Suck for Sam. The Jets will find a way to blow Sam Darnold. They'd have found a way to blow Andrew Luck. I promise you. They'd have found a way to blow Andrew Luck. You remember when the Cleveland Browns drafted Tim Couch? They could have had Donovan McNabb. The Browns would have found a way to blow Donovan McNabb. Same thing with the Jets. As long as Woody Johnson is owner of that team, as long as McCagnon's the GM, as long as Bowles is the head coach, no future, no plan, no nothing. The team's going to be done in October. Their goose will be cooked. It's done. What's the point in even turning on the games now? If you're saying you want to lose, why would I as a fan turn on the games? Seriously, I'm asking.
Because you're a diehard fan. You'll ride with your team regardless, bro.
Why, if they're telling me that they want to lose, they want to lose? Why do I want to watch them lose?
No, of course that, but you want to see what players that you could look forward to in the future. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'll see. You know what? The Jets might end up blowing Jamal Adams, too.
I mean,
would you put it past them? Would you put it past the Jets to blow a talent like Jamal Adams? Because I wouldn't at this point. They have no
They don't really
plan.
do that with their defensive players, though, if they have high praise. I mean, you've seen most of their defensive players they've taken pan out, except for Calvin Pryor, but that was the only upside right now.
They have no plan. They have no direction. It's done. It's over. Any semblance of a future that the Jets had with this owner, GM, and coach, any combination of the three, done with these moves. Throwing away the season. They're going to go into the next offseason with $70 million. They did it with McCagnon's first year. Look how that turned out. They went 10-6. They missed the playoffs. That was when they brought Revis back, Cromartie back, Gilchrist, Buster Screen. All those worked out tremendously well, right?
And
it's the same movie. I've seen this movie before. It's a horrible movie. It stinks. All right. We got about 90 seconds left. It's time for the bottom of the ninth. Brandon will start.
I'm not counting the Cavs out. There's not going to be a sweep tonight.
Okay.
One more game.
Like I said, 51-49 in favor of the Warriors. I could totally see the Cavs winning. Dominic?
Well, this one, it's not sports related, but I feel obligated to do this. This one goes out to my friend Joe. He lost his aunt last night, so I just wanted to give him a nice little...
My condolences.
I wanted to give him a nice little shout out today because I know he's going through a rough time right now. Luckily, I was able to spend the night with him for most of the night. I was kind of a little tired today, but it was worth it.
That was nice of you.
That was very nice of you.
My sincere condolences to Joe's family. Thoughts and prayers out to him.
Same
Eric?
here.
Okay, so the Los Angeles Lakers worked out Lonzo Ball. Apparently, they were not high on him, so look out for this year's draft where they draft LeVar Ball.
They need a ball. Eleanor?
I just want to congratulate Jake Gensel for tying the record for most points by a rookie in a single postseason with 21.
Jake Gensel's coming out of nowhere.
We get it. The Penguins. She's starting to do the New York Jet thing with me, how every bottom of the ninth used to be about the Jets.
Because what we'd be doing if it was the Islanders.
I know. I'm kidding.
We would.
See, that's a successful
Nothing to
organization.
mention about
the
the
Penguins.
Jets.
The dichotomy is amazing. Successful organization, Penguins. Horrible organization, the Jets. Worst roster in football.
Bring back Tebow.
Why not? Why not? So, Ensign Volquez threw a no-hitter last weekend. Was absolutely amazing. I was watching the game, and the MLB draft is on Monday. Watch out for Hunter Green. To me, he's a pitcher. He could even be a batter. He really could. He is a premier talent in this league. All right. Looks like we are bad out of time here on Beyond the Game. For Brandon Johnson, Dominic Arbolino, Eric Fischetti, and Eleanor Ciampi, I am Jacob Valk saying that every season has its peaks and valleys. What you have to try to eliminate is the Grand Canyon. And for the Jets, that'll be impossible.